Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and we're going to do a little book haul. It's not big, it's just the books I've gotten recently, probably in the last month or two. Since I started trying to read physical copies of the books that I have, I've really been trying to cut down on the books that I'm adding to my collection. And one of the reasons that I've been adding books so much is when I started this just over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I owned physically about 5 books. And so I've been going around everywhere, any sale that I see, any place online that's having a sale, and I've just been buying physical books. So I have read none of the books that you see behind me. They're all unread. I do have one shelf down here at the bottom that's got books that I have read, but everything else is unread. So I am slowly stopping the incoming books and trying to read the ones that I own first and then do more. But I always have book of the month, and I always like to order to do some pre-orders of some new books. So that's mostly what I have today. Okay, I have books that I pre-ordered, most of them through Book Depository. I have one book that my husband randomly picked up for me when he was in a store and he saw that they had a book section, and then I have my Book of the Month books. So I think we'll start with my husband's book since it's the only one. He found this at a store and he thought it looked like something that I would read. It's got a bunch of what looks to be maybe middle grade teenage kids on it. It's called The Unadoptables. And it says 5 amazing kids, one unordinary adventure to find the home they deserve. That sounds very cool. I mean, we have been a foster family for years and years, so he knows that how I feel about adoption and foster care and stuff. So I'm sure he saw this and saw what it was called and decided he needed to get it for me. Anyway, I'm really excited about it to add it to my shelf. Now, the pre-orders that I did, some of these were because they look good to me. Some of these were because I saw them on other people's channel where they were talking about them and I thought they looked good. So in general, they are cover buys or maybe a short little synopsis that I found out about, and I got it because of that. So the first one by T. Kingfisher is What Moves the Dead. This came from Kayla at Books and Lala because she's doing a rabbit thing, if you guys know anything about her channel. And so this one with a rabbit on the cover, and it's a T. Kingfisher. I need to read one of their books for the Reddit readathon thing, and this is such a short book. And I thought, okay, this would be a great one to pick up and try. So we'll see. We'll see what I think about it. Then I got a Megan Miranda, The Last to Vanish. I'm getting into these mystery thrillers a little bit more, and so it looked good, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna pick this up. Also, this smells amazing. It smells like a really good book. Okay, it says, will the dark secrets of a small mountain town finally be revealed? I don't know that I've read any Megan Miranda. I thought that I had before, but because her name is familiar, but it could be that I've just heard other people talk about her, and maybe I haven't read any. I don't know, but I got it. This one is by Riku Onda. Once I do the review, I'll make sure I say their names correctly, but it's Fish Swimming in Dappled Sunlight. And I think this is a collection of stories. Okay, maybe it's not. I thought it was. So I'm not sure why in the world I got this book other than I think I was looking through pre-orders at Book Depository and it looked interesting. So it does say set in Tokyo over the course of one night. So that sounds kind of cool. I'm not going to read anymore because I don't want to mess myself up. This one, I love the cover of this. It's by Ruthana Imris. Again, I'll find out how to say it. The Half-Built Garden, but I love the cover. I love the font up here for The Half-Built Garden. And all we have on the back, of course, is praise for the book. We don't really get a lot of stuff, except down here, Seanan McGuire, which I loved Middle Game, says, A Half-Built Garden deserves to be the first contact novel that defines a generation. So, I don't know what that means, except clearly this is about first contact, which means I accidentally got myself a sci-fi, and I'm happy about it. Okay, this one also came from Kayla. I'm sorry. You guys are probably like, can you please stop talking about her? But no. Okay, this is Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey. All I know is that it's scary. I mean, do you see the cover? You see the cover? That's blood. That's dripping blood. So it just says get ready. And then, of course, home is where the heart bleeds. Oh, wow. Okay, this sounds like it's going to be great as well. And then, guys, I got Upgrade by Blake Crouch. I have so far only read one Blake Crouch book, and I did not like it. Like, I did not like that the science to me seemed unsciency. It really just seemed uncommon sense. Like, I felt like some of the rules that he created for his time travel were easy to break and easy to go, well, you didn't follow this rule here and you didn't follow this rule here. So anyway, I did not enjoy it. However, everybody loves Blake Crouch, and I'm like, okay, I want to try again. I'm getting into sci-fi. I'm going to give him another shot. So I got to Upgrade. That is all of my new release books that I just picked up. And so that means Book of the Month is next. Y'all, I haven't even opened it yet. And I always forget what I'm getting in the mail because I have been ordering one of the Book of the Months and then getting the 2 bonus books. But I'm going to stop doing that because my Book of the Month shelf over here is getting more full and I'm reading none of the books. So, I got a Karen Slaughter book. Girl Forgotten. I have read 5 Karen Slaughters from the beginning of her other series. Now I can't remember what it's called, but I've read the first maybe 4 books in that series, and I really like them. I mean, she is a very gruesome writer, and sometimes I feel like she goes over the top with her horribleness, like trying to make the crimes seem incredibly awful. And so I'm like, we get the picture. You don't have to describe everything in that much detail, but that's how she writes. So I like them. I like the stories. And so I just decided to try this one. I also got, wow, I am all thrillers this time. I see what I got. I got Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. Again, Alice Feeney is a writer that I feel like I want to read, but I have not read any yet. So we'll see what I think about this one. I have heard good things and bad things about her in general. So we'll see what I think. And then the last one is Lisa Jewell, The Night She Disappeared. So clearly I'm just loading myself up with thrillers over on my Book of the Month shelf over there. And I will be checking in as I read these Book of the Month books. Definitely, I will discuss them in my wrap-ups. And I've got to figure out a way. I mean, I want to add them into what I'm reading, but at the same time, I don't want another thing to have to do, right? Like, I'm already reading all of Tamara Pierce and all of Stephen Graham Jones, and I'm reading the In Depth series, and I'm reading the 100 Books to Read Before You Die, and I'm reading the NPR challenge. And so I don't want to say, oh, now I'm going to start a Book of the Month challenge where every month I'd pick a Book of the Month. Like, I'm not doing that. So I will figure it out, and I will definitely update in my end of the month closeout, whatever discussion about it. Stay tuned for those to find out what I'm reading on my Book of the Month shelf. I actually think I might put these books up there and then take a picture of it. And then as I read them, I can just mark them off and I'll have like a graphic. So I just want to be able to track somehow what I'm reading as far as Book of the Month goes and all that stuff. So let me see if I can hold them up here. It's not a ton, but these are the books that I just got. I think I have plenty of room to add them to the shelves behind me, other than the Book of the Month Club books are going over there. And then we'll see. But next month, I think I'll just get one Book of the Month Club book, and I'm not going to hold these books up. They're heavy. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this short little book haul. If you've read any of these books that I got, or if there's some that you're like, oh, that one's really good, you need to bump it up, I will put it in my forward-facing area out here, because those are the ones that I'm going to be grabbing first off of my shelf when I need to read something. So any suggestions, any comments about any of the books, I would love to hear it. And if you get Book of the Month, what do? Do you just get one book a month and make sure you read that book that month? That's actually pretty smart. Or what do? Do you just do like me and get 3 every month, and then you're stuck with way more books than you're going to read? Anyway, let me know what you do, because I don't want to be alone in my weirdness. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.